Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're looking at some Ashllxyy and Khalid 2v2 replays. The first one is against Dignitas, Joreuz and Jack, so insanely high rated lobby here. 4 of the best 1v1 players in the world, all in the same place. And oh my goodness, look at Khalid. He just doesn't care that he's alone. Doesn't care that he's against Joreuz and Jack in the back corner there. Just trusts that they're not going to read him, making an aggressive play, and barrels right through them for the goal. I'm really excited to see more of Ashllxyy in 2v2 and 3v3, I should say. We've seen a ton of him in 1v1. We're on his POV for this game. Let's see what it's like to play with Khalid as his teammate. And in the next game, since I know a lot of people want to see it, we'll look at Khalid's POV as well, see how they're getting on together. Jack and Joreuz, by the way, for anyone who's not had a chance to check it out, have got quite a lot of 2v2 games played together on Jack's channel, so head over there to see more of them playing 2s with comms, I believe, for the most part. Really, really funny videos. Oh, great save by Khalid there, under severe pressure. Yeah, I've got to give Jack's channel a shout out every time that I cast one of his games, or you know, look at any replays that contain him, because I've had a ton of fun watching his ones journey, and also his comms videos with Joreuz and his other teammate Scrubkilla as well. Some of the really, I think, funniest content in the Pro Rocket League scene right now. So definitely check it out if you're interested in seeing these two play together. So, Khalid deciding to pressure the ball here. Ashllxyy didn't see that coming. Oh, Jack's actually just missed it open net. I don't think Ashllxyy expected Jack to commit on that one. Well, that's exactly what Jack's done. Actually really far away from Khalid now, but a nice fake challenge will be able to bring Khalid back into the game. Not the best clearing touch by Ashllxyy, but the shot likewise from Jack left a lot to be desired. Very nicely done by Ashllxyy there, chipping the ball off the back wall to deny Jack another attacking play. Joreuz and Jack having a great time at the moment, creating chances. That's Ashllxyy also getting involved here, and it's very obvious that mechanically he can hang in these lobbies, and he can absolutely be a top level 2s and indeed 3s player if he just keeps putting the practice in. Of course, for 2v2, it's very much the same as 1v1. You just get on that grind, play a ton of ranked, and keep improving, keep ranking up. But when it comes to 3v3, of course, you do need to have a good team around you. You need to have teammates that you enjoy playing with, and teammates that you have the same or similar mindset to, so that you can all grow together. And I'm definitely hoping that we see that from Ashllxyy at some point. Of course, Jack and Joreuz have just peaked in their 3s careers, winning an RLCS event. Really happy to see that, and really excited to see what they can do for the rest of the RLCS season. And Khalid dominating the Middle East, North Africa region with his team Sandrock Gaming. Big flick by Jack. Khalid can't get there. 2-1 for the Dignitas duo. It looks like Jack and Joreuz, as expected, have played as more of a unit in this game than Ashllxyy and Khalid have. Khalid's had some pretty big plays in defense. Nice saves, and the solo goal was a ball chase Jack and Joreuz didn't see coming, but we need to see more synergy out of Ashllxyy and Khalid if they're going to have a chance in this matchup. They need to try and stick closer together when they're attacking, and this is good positioning now by Ashllxyy. He's ready to make a move if Khalid does center this. Has to stay clear of the demo. Difficult to know where that ball was going to come across, because Khalid's mind game is also kind of tricking Ashllxyy. Now here's Ashllxyy, pass 1, flip reset, falls short of going over the top of Joreuz. Khalid again with the mind game, so keeping Joreuz and Jack guessing. Key touch there by Ashllxyy. You see he's trying to pop the ball across the box there into the far corner, because that's where Khalid is going to be. Not just about following up on your teammates and attacking 2s, you also have to follow up on your teammate in defense. And oh, Ashllxyy just unable to make contact. Wanted nothing but a screamer there. Good job leaving the mid boost for Khalid as he comes back. And now Ashllxyy with a wide open net, and a quick transition from air to ground to put it in. Punishes a big mistake coming out of Joreuz and Jack. So Ashllxyy making up for his previous miss on Khalid's setup. It was a great pass, and Ashllxyy just wasn't able to time his arrival perfectly. Of course, he wanted nothing but an absolute boomer. Good aerial challenge again by Ashllxyy. He has challenged very well in the air this game. Nice and early, consistently getting touches on the ball, and also landing in relevant positions so that he can stay in the game. settling for an outplay over 1 here. And now Ashllxyy looking to bring Khalid into the game. Khalid decides to go, and it looks like he was also expecting a touch from Dignitas on that one. Another excellent challenge by Ashllxyy. This is, I think, the strongest aspect of his game, at least the one that we're currently watching, is those early challenges, letting Khalid position behind him, because that's what Khalid likes to do. He loves to just be at the back and in the perfect position to take over the game when the ball spills loose. Jack and Jory is staying tight-knit once again. Now Khalid decides to go all the way himself. He sees Jory is up in front of him. Mind game. After the flip reset, he didn't want to go too quickly with that one and play right into Jory's pre-jump. Now Khalid alone briefly against Jack. Forces him high, and great cover by Ashllxyy. Didn't run off for boost, stayed middle. He knew that that was going to be an open area of the field. Still 0 seconds here. Still two goals apiece. A chance, perhaps. No, Dignitas denied by Khaled's bump from behind. A real tense game here. Dignitas have definitely had the better chances and more pressure on their opponents, but the actual creation of shots has not been that impressive. Oh, what a touch by Khalid. Ashllxyy's way out of the game here. Khalid buying him a ton of time to come back. That's what you want to see from a twos teammate when you look back. You don't want to see them immediately diving in and take themselves out of the game. You'll love to see when they can perfectly play the ball to the corner like that. Buy some time for you to also come back and help them. Ashllxyy getting out of the game just briefly this time. Khalid stalling in the corner, making sure not to leave himself open for demos or outplays. You know, Ashllxyy's had a couple of plays like this as well. It's not all been Khalid in defense. Oh, and that's a huge read. Ashllxyy wins it for the non-partied up team, and in overtime they're able to take this one. I think against the run of play overall, Dignitas, Jack and Jory is obviously have a ton of synergy from all the practice together, but big individual plays from Khalid and Ashllxyy were the difference in this one. Great finish there by Ashllxyy, just beating his man to the ball. But let's get into one more game that these two were in a team for, and we'll watch it from Khalid in this run around. So right after Jack and Jory is, Ashllxyy and Khalid run into Tox and Atomic. Now Tox and Atomic are not teammates like Jack and Jory are, but they are both players for high-level RLCS teams in Europe. Atomic just came off a 4th place finish in RLCS Season X in Europe with his team. It was Queso back then, now it's Giants. And Tox plays for SK Gaming. Some of you might remember him as the one of the players for the winning team in the Salt Mine Atlantic Draft. Oh, big dunk from Tox there. Ashllxyy didn't think he could get to that one. Or Khalid, I mean, didn't think he could get to that one. I forgot we were actually on board with Khalid here, because Ashllxyy also does play the Fenix sometimes. Yeah, Tox is a really good player defensively, very good at reading the game and intercepting passing plays, so I won't expect to see too many of those risky passes attempted by Khalid and Ashllxyy in the first place, them not being partied up for this match, but it wouldn't be a good idea to do that against Tox especially. And Atomic was also in that Salt Mine Atlantic Draft winning team. It was Tox, Atomic, and Catalysm, another German player. They were able to win SMAD against my own all-French roster of Monkeyman, Exotic, and Casio in the grand finals. They played brilliantly. But yeah, I really do rate these two players. Tox and Atomic, definitely two of the best in Europe. And although their teams are currently sitting outside, quite a bit outside of the top 5 that all the European teams are looking for these days in order to make it to the next, the first LAN in 2 years in Sweden, I think individually they're both class. Atomic getting beaten to the ball. Khalid ties up the game. Good speed by the KSA Pro. 1 goal for everybody in this one. Well shared between them. Oh, Ashllxyy's a little bit out of position, and he's actually allowed a 2nd goal to go in there. Atomic just sneaking that one through. Ashllxyy thought that he could get a deflecting touch on that one. Nice little fake kickoff. Khalid decided to play for a slow cheat on this, and I'm sure that was communicated either by a take the shot or faking. Quick chat. You don't see that in a replay file. Khalid going for the boost steal. Didn't get the recovery that he wanted in the corner, but that still put Tox out the game briefly. He's not got a lot of boosts here. Khalid knows Ashllxyy is more than capable of scoring by himself in these positions, so he doesn't need to follow up. Sometimes you'll get that vibe from a teammate when you're playing 2v2. You just know that he can create goals by himself, and you don't have to be there to tap it in. Oh, there it is. Khalid the one to go all the way himself this time. Air dribble from distance, flip reset, and a top shelf shot. Really well done once again. Yeah, when you look, it's pretty much ideal to having a twos teammate. I feel like Khalid just in these games is pretty much ideal to having a twos teammate. You look back and you see him solo defending and you just have so much confidence that he's going to be fine. We saw that looking at the game from Ashllyy's POV last game, and now in this game we see from Khalid's POV when Ashllyy's attacking, Khalid doesn't feel like he needs to join the attack and really take risks because Ashllyyy can easily create chances by himself. But same thing can be said about Khalid. Just these guys taking turns making solo plays, and I talk about this sometimes when I'm doing, quite often when I'm casting 2v2 games. It is a really, I think, reliable way to play 2v2. Is just take turns making solo plays and not focusing so much on scoring, but just getting outplays, taking the opponents out of the game, and leaving open nets for your teammate behind you. 4-4. Everybody having a ton of fun scoring in this one. Khalid's on a hat trick. Sox and Atomic. Not sure if they were, ever a duo to party up together before that SMAD Grand Final win, but if that's what brought them together, then I'm really happy for them. Awesome to see them win, and an unexpected underdog story it was. Solid 50 by Khalid, and he was right behind that ball for another one. Had Atomic decided to go into it, or managed to go into it. Demo connecting on Ashllyyy there. Khalid again has to make a key touch, and does. Knew his boost was being stolen, so he left the 33 that he had available for him. Ashllyyy trying to pressure the ball here, still unable to get a touch on it though, and Khalid had no chance from that kind of range to stop the shot that followed the brilliant pass. 5-4. This game swings once again into the favor of our partied up Spanish and French, not French, Spanish and German team here. Khalid on the bounce dribble. Tox up against him. It's a cut in field. Great defense by Tox. And that's the kind of read that I was talking about earlier. It's very hard to see that coming because Khalid's threatening to just play for a big shot here. And now he's got a wide open net. Atomic and Tox double commit and can't recover. 4th goal for Khalid. Everything's gone right for him this game. Ashllyyy is watching Khalid score again and again and again. This is how you get to be one of the highest rated twos players in the world. Oh, but Ashllyy's going to get involved as well. And once again, he's the one to put them ahead late in the game. It was in overtime last time. Now Ashllyyy off the back wall. Tox and Atomic's end of the field. Converts, and with a minute to go, they have the lead. See there, Ashllyyy just backing away into midfield though. Doesn't want to stick around in a risky position when they've already got a 1-goal lead. He decides to play more of a defensive role. That's a great pass. Tox unable to get on the end of it. Atomic put that one in a really difficult place for Khalid and Ashllyyy to deal with. Now he's back in defense, chipping the ball off his own crossbar to keep Khalid at bay. In the story of this game, Khalid really has been outstanding. Everyone else is trying to keep up with him for the most part. Atomic boost starved. Ashllyyy removes his car as well. Khalid not able to see Tox in that play. Decided to just play the ball early. A good read there on Atomic's touch. Final few seconds of the game. Still that 1-goal lead for Khalid and Ashllyyy. And Ashllyyy with a very confident challenge surely puts this in an unlosable position. And it is going to be a win for Khalid and Ashllyyy once again. The first game was very much, the two of them under pressure from Jack and Jorias and just hanging on, making some, Ashllyyy making some great challenges to stop the aerial plays. Khalid stalling brilliantly in the back corners, and they took their chances, especially that final goal from Ashllyyy in overtime. And he got the winning goal in this one as well, with 1 minute to go. But it was all Khalid in the mid game, just brilliant solo plays. Not all fancy, although we did have one flip reset goal. Just a couple of very, very consistent plays. That's what you need to get as high rated as he is in 2v2. But awesome to see Ashllyyy getting involved with such established players in the EU and the Middle East scene. Tox, Atomic and Khalid, all pro players for different teams in those regions. Who knows, maybe Ashllxyy can join them in the pro player ranks one day. I definitely hope so. Awesome guy and an awesome talent. But this game, I think, shows Khalid's brilliance and why he is such a high-rated player. Let's take a look at the leaderboard just to finish off today's video. Okay, so right now, First Killer sitting at number 1, Monkeyman right behind him, then Daniel and Khalid. I feel like those 4 are always at the top. Sometimes, I think Roxy is TRK, sometimes he joins them. But there's Atomic as well, who was just in this game that we saw, so he's up there. Also Rettles and Mist from Space Station Gaming and Envy. Really relevant, I think, to see SSG players up there, because when they were playing well in last season of RLCS, they were all high rated in 2s. We got Metane from Monkeys. I think that's a great team also. Yeah, it's pretty clear to see that 2s is stacked at the moment. It is really, really stacked. It always is. The most played playlist, you just see that by how much higher the points go. Almost at 2450 compared to the 2300 of 3v3. But yeah, I thought I'd just take a look at the leaderboard. It's always changing. It's usually Monkeyman or First Killer who's sitting number 1 from what I can recall in the past couple of seasons. Occasionally Khalid can take it off them. And yeah, Daniel's always consistently up there as well. They seem to be the 4 ranked gods when it comes to 2v2. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Shout out to Ashllxyy for uploading all of his ranked games. He's not only in some awesome 1v1 ranked games, but also 2s and 3s. So wanted to take a look at some of these, as I know that these players in these games are players that you guys are interested in. But yeah, look out tomorrow for a very, very spicy show match that's going to be on the channel between Jarius and Scrub. You're not going to want to miss that one. Really funny stuff between the Dignitas players. And one again, shout out to Jack's YouTube channel. He's been uploading really consistently. You should all be subbed to him, and you should all be watching his videos as well. But yeah, guys, appreciate the support once again. Thanks for tuning in today. Hopefully you enjoyed this. And as always, if there's other players that you want to see ranked replays of, then be sure to let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see if I can find any good ones to show to you guys. But for now, that's all we got time for. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.